Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of the Irish Art Show, brought to you from the Scientology Community Centre, Dublin.
Yeah, you're in for a treat tonight, folks. I'm looking forward to it. I know this lady's mammy and I'm looking forward to meeting her as well as see her perform.
So tonight, we're delighted to welcome talented singer Linda G, hailing from a musical family in Dublin. She started her training at the age of 6, singing and dancing in a host of theatre, concert and TV shows. She went on to the Billie Stage School, the Pauline McGrath Ballet School, and later fully trained at the Helen Jordan Stage School, where she now works as a full-time teacher alongside her mom, Helen. Linda's career has taken her to Spain, the UK, Las Vegas, Italy, and the paradise island of Mauritius. Please welcome the beautiful sound of Linda G.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. I would wait forever, exalted in the scene. As long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Quixote to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing all of your heart, you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. We set out on a mission to find our inner peace, make it last forever, so nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Quixote to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing all of your heart, you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing all of your heart, you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years and they will be filled with tears. Love only breaks up to start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man, while he is busy loving every woman that he can. Say I'm gonna leave 1,000 times a day. It's easier said than done, but I just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free. You'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. It's high time now, just one crack of life. Who wants to live in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all I can about me. I'm gonna love you for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they say self-preservation is what's really going on today. Say I'm gonna turn loose 1,000 times a day, but how can I turn loose when I just can't break away? Oh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. Woo! Young hearts, run free. You'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. Oh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Thank you, young hearts. I think we can all relate to that one. Thank you so much. First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Won't I go? Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, no, no. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, 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 I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll still alive. I got all my life to live, I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Oh, oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, 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 I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'm still alive. I got all my life to live, I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. I will survive. Woo! Yes, we will survive. Thank you so much. What a pleasure. There ain't no reason you and me should be alone tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. I got a reason that you should take me home tonight. I need a man who thinks it's right when it's so wrong tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. Right on the limits where we know we both belong tonight. It's time to feel the rush, to push the dangerous. I'm gonna run right through to the edge with you, where we can both fall far in love. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge with you. Woo! And now the shot before we kiss the other side tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. I'm on the edge of something final we call life tonight. All right, all right. Put on your shades, 'cause we'll be dancing in the flames tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. It isn't hell if everybody knows my name tonight. It's time to feel the rush, to push the dangerous. I'm gonna run right through to the edge with you, where we can both fall far in love. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of truth. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment with
Well, there we have it, folks. As I said, well, I was looking forward to what an entertainer, full of energy.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
You got there before me. Full of energy and dancing. I love it.
Looking forward to actually meeting her now in person to have a chat with her. So
Me too.
here she is now. So Linda, you're very, very welcome to the show.
Hi guys, it's lovely to be here with you.
Good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Looking so beautiful. Look at you.
I was last minute saloon, trust me.
So looking forward to even this part of the show, of course, to have a bit of a yap. I met your mum, I think we were saying last Christmas. I'm from Aylesbury, not too far down the road, and you're from somewhere close, I
From
believe.
Old Bond, so we're neighbours.
We're
We are
neighbours.
neighbours, and you know, like it's so amazing to live with everybody saying, "Oh, I know your mum, I know your mum," you know, and a lot of people would think, "Oh God, that's so annoying," but actually, I'm very proud because she's taught me everything I know. So as cheesy and cringy as it sounds, but yeah, so yeah, we're neighbours.
Well, you're gonna the name, obviously, Helen, and now it's your name going to be.
Yeah, so Linda G, so that's from my dad's name, obviously, and so it's kind of confusing because a lot of people call me Linda Jordan, but it's just as well I have the G then, so I can be myself.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Not just Helen Jordan's daughter, I hope. I'm proud to be, but you know, it's nice to have your own thing as well. So
Has your mom had an influence? Well, obviously she's had an influence on you. But what has been the biggest influence for you?
the biggest influence has been discipline in this very, very hard industry. And she did try to talk me out of it so many times, as did my dad. My dad played with the Wolftones for a very long time, and seasoned professional musician for many, many years. And, you know, I grew up when I saw firsthand at home just how dedicated and how disciplined they were, and it was a great training for me, I guess. Sometimes hard. Obviously, you know, when you're from the family that you're from, it's a little bit harder, and they're a little bit more strict on you. But yeah, here I am. So.
Is it as bad as what they said, the entertainment business? Because it's not an easy business at all, is it?
It can be up and down. It can be up and
it's
down.
pleasing,
you know?
but also, yeah.
I seem to wing life, you know, I really do. And I learned that from them as well. Not that, you know, but I suppose sometimes you have so much on your plate, and the next month, as you know, Angel, there'll be nothing happening. So you just have to make hay while the sun shines, and sometimes that means juggling 10 million things at the same time, and then other months crying, going, I have nothing on, I need to pay the bills. But you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm so happy for the grounding that I had.
Did you go to your dad's gigs?
I
Did he have an
did.
influence on
I
you in a
did.
different way? Because
I
obviously it's a
did.
different genre of music.
Exactly, and it was funny because my mum's a dub, true and true, you know, and she would have been very kind of patriotic and all that kind of thing. My dad's from Donegal, not so much, but just got the, you know, was delighted to get the gig with the Wolftones. But he wasn't so much into the patriotic side, you know, as me and my mum would be at the gigs like this. Woo! No, not really. But yeah, no, it was great fun. It was great times. And when I was growing up, I toured with the band all around Ireland. And I particularly remember what's it called down in Killarney?
The Glen Eagles.
The Glen Eagle, thank you. I was thinking of the Green Isle, the Glen Eagle, down in a little bit further afield down in Killarney, and just the happiest, most fun times hanging out with their kids, the Wolftones kids, and just having the time of my life.
What a great
basically.
childhood.
I know. I'm blessed.
You were always destined to be in music. You could not be. What do you think? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You could not be.
Yeah, no, and as much as I had an interest in other things, and I did study broadcast journalism in college and did a little bit behind the scenes, and my sister Victoria, she's out in RTE, and she works in sound out there, so you know, she was saying to me, you know, you're better off having like a normal job as well, and if you want to do whatever else. But I did it for a while, and I just always kind of crept back into in front of the camera as opposed to behind.
Slightly
So.
hard to be normal, isn't it, in this business?
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's my excuse.
Tell us a little bit, going right back to Billie Stage School, like, you know, and you're starting off yourself.
Yeah, I remember. I only told the story the other day, actually, and I remember sitting in the sitting room. I was at around about 6.5, 7, and my mum came in and she said, "Look," she said, "would you like to go to the Billie Stage School?" Like this big announcement, and I was like, "Yes." So so off we went, myself and my sister, and I think my sister she's 6 years older than me, so she she continued on with Billie's, and my mum, she opened up her own school then, and I decided to go with my mum then, and because Victoria had been for so long and she was that bit older, she was more settled in the stage school, and so she stayed there and I went with my mum. So it was funny, my mum was still driving over to Fairview with my sister, and then I was with her then. So yeah, so it was a great grounding to have the two, and we're actually distantly related to Billie as well, and her and my mum were great friends. So there was never any animosity or any competition or anything like that. It was just a really, really nice, really nice experience.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that you travelled halfway around the world as well. And I'm particularly interested in Mauritius on the steelband.
Yeah, everybody is, and I never stop talking about it. It's like, tell us a story about Mauritius. I'm putting my little boy to sleep at night time, and he's like, "Mommy, tell me more stories about Mauritius." Yeah. You know, because it's quite unusual. So, in this midst of the show business thing, as we were talking about, being so up and down and so precarious, that I decided to go back and study makeup in LA Makeup Academy here in Dublin. And at that stage I'd been to Marbella and I was singing over in Port Banús and doing all that, but really it was quite seasonal, and you know, you'd come home and it was only in my 20s and I was like, broke again, what'll I do? Went back to college and I studied makeup, and I really, really loved it actually, and I thought it would be a great kind of, you know, it's quite important as well in the industry that we're in as well, so you know, it could come in handy. So I did that degree in makeup artistry, and I went to work in Brown Thomas then doing makeup on a makeup counter, and had great fun, young, free and single. And I met this friend, a girl called Michelle, and she was from Mauritius, and she said, and I said, "Are you from that paradise island, Mauritius?" I was like, "Oh my God, I'd love to go, oh my goodness." So she invited me over for a holiday, and in the meantime she said, "By the way, my brother-in-law is in a band, would you be interested by any chance? I know you've no ties at the moment, you know, you've no children, you know, you're single, would you like to come over and maybe try out with the band?" And I said, "Well, look, let me get the holiday first, because I really would need a holiday, and we'll see." So the rest is history. And I went over, and I think it was on day 2 or 3, I was like, "Leave me for a few days now, I want to lie by the pool and do whatever." And the band arrived down, "Come on, let's hear you." So into the studio I went with them, and kind of did an audition as such, you know. We just had such a laugh because they were great fun, great guys, and I'm still really good friends with them to this day. So I stayed there for 2 years, and we had 2 contracts with the InterContinental and the Hilton. Amazing. And they were a steel drum band. There was 5 of them, but there was full keyboard, guitar, bass, and then 3 and drums, and then the 2 steel drum as well. It's quite a big band.
Amazing, so. Came back to Dublin.
Listen, I asked myself every day the same thing. But you know, as you know,
well,
I'm quite close to my family, and it is quite far away. You know, it really is dropped in the middle of the Indian Ocean there. So while it's fabulous and beautiful and wonderful, you know, you do feel kind of removed from home everything. Yeah. But I cherish the days, and I will return, you know, even for a holiday, and I'd love to bring Louis over, my little boy. So yeah, so watch this space.
But you've done quite a bit of travelling as well, have you? Like, you know, Spain, and tell us about Vegas even as well.
Yeah, well, my mum had a best friend that actually played Cupid with my mum and dad. So she was called Jean Burke, and she was a dancer with my mum back in the day, and she set my mum and dad up on their first date, and then they became, you know, they were already great friends, but then they became really, really close friends, so almost like sisters. And so we used to travel over to Vegas a couple of times to visit Auntie Jean, as I still call her. And so she worked in Caesar's Palace, and she did various different TV shows out there, so she had me up singing in the hotels, and that was good fun. Yeah.
Can you tell me about your days in the Olympia? But I want to hear about the Britney story. Maura,
I just have to laugh.
Sounds so funny. Tell me about it.
Forgive me if I do corpse in the middle of this, because I only told the story actually on 2FM there 2 weeks ago to the 2 Johnnies, and they just actually couldn't believe it, right? So basically, we did most of our stage school shows with the Helen Jordan Stage School in the Olympia for God knows how long. I mean, maybe 12 years, 15 years. And my mum, as you know, would go all out. You know, that's why we only used to do them every 2 years, because it would be a full mad production. There'd be special guests, there'd be drink, there'd be who knows who would turn up next. It was really, really impressive shows, and she had me as Britney this year, right? Now, if you remember Slave for You, I'm showing my age now, and she, in the video, Britney had the snake and all of that, and it was kind of like there was almost like a circus theme to it. So I got the costume copied. I had the girls doing the choreography, you know, and everything was like the music video. And so we decided to go all out with it, of course. And back in the day, when you could get away with a lot more than you can now, she had me coming out of the ceiling of the Olympia. I mean, this was before. Do you remember there was some sort of a incident with that roof a few years ago?
Oh,
Obviously,
I
this was
didn't even
before
know,
that.
actually,
I think it's lower than it was now, but I imagine it was about 40 to 50 feet high. So I was, of course, up for anything. I've no fear. And up I went. We organised for me to come out of the ceiling singing Slave for You. Like, as I said, 40, 50 feet high. And I decided to take upon myself to go around to Reptile Haven around the corner and rent out the snake as well for the 3 days for the show, right? Because I love snakes. And she had the snake. And I was like, I can't do it without the snake. Like, I mean, that was...
I could have done it without the
That
snake.
was like most of the video. So anyway, the first matinee happened. I get a full lesson on... Everything was very professional. I get a full lesson on how, you know, come down. And I didn't really have to do anything, only sit there. So anyway, but what happened was that my hair got caught in the rope coming down.
You're joking.
Yeah, so at one point, and I'm singing live and I have the head mic on me, and I'm like, what am I to do? If I stop the song now, should that be more stress? So I just kept singing. But here I am going, I could actually actually end up really dangerous, fatal possibly, like, I don't know, the hair coming around, like, bang. So I'm making eye contact with one of the... You know, Gay Ivory. She was one of our helpers, and she was to be down on, you know, in the auditorium to take me out of the harness. And I'm looking at her as I'm coming down, going, "Can you see this? Can you see this?" Still singing away. So she had to cut my hair out of the
During the
rope.
performance, she cut your
During the
hair.
performance, and I'm still singing away, and she just goes bang. Now, it was literally about that much hair, and I've loads of hair, so that wasn't the worst thing that could happen. Actually, and there was a little extension part of it, so some of that was the extension, so I didn't lose
Did
much
the
hair.
audience think that was part of the act or what? Like,
One or two people have said it to me since. I was there the day that you had that little incident. And
You had
things.
your
So people
haircut.
obviously did notice, but you know, I did still make it up on time up to the stage.
Wow.
And the snake was brought out then, and it was just crazy. So I remember afterwards the fact that I'd come down, you know, at the danger of it all, and then up on the thing and the snake. And some of the dancers actually thought they'd be fine with the snake, but then one or two of them ended up running off the stage as well. So the first show was a little bit of a disaster, but nothing could prepare you for that kind of thing, you know. But I remember my mum when I came off going, "You're not going up there tonight for the Tonight Show. You're not going up there." And I said, "Oh, I am." I said, "Because if I don't go up tonight, I'll be afraid of heights forever."
Yeah.
And I did, and everything ran smoothly from there on. And it was just one of those things. I think what ended up happening was I ended up putting my hair up then, which would have been probably the more clever idea from the outset.
I
But
think the snake would have scared me for life.
I tell you,
yeah.
that's a great story to be able
But
to
it
tell,
is a
with
great
you, like, you know,
story,
the
yeah.
scariness
Yeah.
of it as well, like, you know.
Yeah, it was great fun, and it didn't take anything out of me. In fact, I think now, if it happened now, it would be a bit more. Oh.
If you were cutting my hair, I know what I'd be thinking.
Yeah, no, I know. That's
Up to
all I
here.
was worried about. I wasn't worried about like choking or hanging myself. I was worried about losing the hair. But as I said, there was extensions in as well, so there was very little of my own.
Have you done a bit of acting as well? Like, and I know obviously that's theatre, like, you know, but have you done acting in movies or something like that as well, some appearance?
It'd be more dancing. I wouldn't be an actual actress, but you know, we've a bit of a jack of all trades, you
Yeah,
know. So
good,
I
yeah.
kind of put my hand at anything. But recently now, I've been doing some acting, a little bit more acting than I would have done years ago. In Malahide Castle, the last couple of years, I've been doing panto, so I've been playing various different kind of cameo, kind of zany parts. I was a genie last year, and this year I was a doll that comes to life. So I had to write my own script and just kind of get really into the part, which I've really enjoyed because I haven't really done, as I said, much acting, as in acting. I've done singing for movies, dancing, whatever, but I haven't done much kind of straight acting. So I did that, and then at Easter there, I was in a little panto for Donald Shields out in Rathwood. And that was good fun as well. And there was a little bit of dialogue and acting involved there. Yeah.
Does it
So-
feel different to be singing as somebody, you know, as a character rather than yourself?
Yeah. No, I was just doing production numbers there, but yeah, you definitely get into the
Like
same
if you're
with
Britney
Christmas.
Spears, something.
Yeah, exactly. When I try to get into emulate, like, and get into the part and get out of Linda G kind of mode, and I really enjoy that, actually getting into a different kind of character, I suppose. Yeah. I really enjoy that. I kind of think that's something that I might even move towards, hopefully, if the opportunity is there. in the future. Yeah, I kind of like
You'd
to.
be a good actress.
Yeah, and it's funny because my mum was in the movie Their Deadly Cuts last year. I don't know if you saw it, but it's really good. And she would have always been a singer dancer as well, and she's really gotten into the acting now, and she's a fantastic actress. So yeah, so maybe I'll follow suit.
We're always acting on stage anyway.
Yeah, always acting the
a big
magnet
act.
anyway, so I might as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Linda, we just got the nod there. We're just coming close to the end now. So just what's next for you, or where are the stage schools if someone wanted to go along and maybe join?
Yeah, so we are the Helen Jordan Stage School, named after the infamous mama, Helen Jordan. And she's an amazing mentor for the kids and all of that. We do singing, acting and dancing, and we are based, our main flagship would be here in Time of Bond Community Centre up the road, where we're from, in Oban and Aylesbury. And then we are out in Drimna, Donabate and Dunshaughlin as well.
And I also see that you're opening a stage school in Malahide Castle.
Yeah, so because I've been doing the shows there for the last couple of years, they came forward and they said, look, we'd really love to have some arts here, and they already have the Gaiety School of Acting there as well, but that's just acting, so they'd like a little bit of kind of musical theatre and stuff. So we're hoping to open there in September.
Excellent.
So yeah,
Well done.
really looking forward to that.
Great having you.
Lovely to be here, guys. You've been lovely. Thanks
Thanks
so
very
much.
much for
Yeah,
coming
thank
on.
you so
Tell your
much.
mammy we said hello.
Yes. Tell her we said hi. Hi,
Thanks,
Helen.
Dad,
Thank you so much. You've been lovely. Thank you.
Take care. Thanks very much. So,
Thank you.
folks, there you have it. Linda G, great personality, great entertainer. And yeah, maybe hopefully she'll come back to us maybe in a few months' time and tell us more about the stage school and how it's going out in Malahide.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Good for that.
yeah. That's us for tonight, folks. Tune in next week. And thank you very much for tuning in tonight.
Thank you so much on behalf of myself and the crew and Stephen. Good night. See you next week.